I love the way he's dressed.
Beautiful.
It's
Beautiful. That's why
I just feel the energy. I even started speaking Arabic and I don't know Arabic.
the beard, everything. What oil are you using? What oil are you using? You're using something. Nah, I don't. I'm not having it.
But that chain
Chain clean.
is
I'm going to the culture
fresh.
tomorrow.
Fresh.
And yeah.
What's the
Allah, God.
Can't get any higher than that, can you?
No.
Anyway, October Red Boxing here with the lovely, the one and only Mr. DAZN himself, Ade Oladipo.
You, by the way, you're everywhere. Like the work rate is just. Like I saw you because I was on stage. Obviously, you're dressed in pink, so you stood out. I was on stage and I was like, I was doing my thing, and there's October. I was actually going to say it on stage. I thought, what are we doing? Stay professional. But wow, honestly, have you got a sponsor yet?
No.
Come on, man. What's everyone? No one's got a spare. What are we looking for? 1,500 a month? 2,000 a month?
I'll take that.
For all the content you do, Misfits, BT Sports, Sky.
No, I don't do BT Sports.
You don't?
No, I'm not on their list. Let's not talk about that. I'm not on their list. Every time I try and press the submit button, it says error.
Wow.
I think October Red's blocked.
Wow. Okay. Well, we need to sort that out. Who's over there? Who do we know? We'll get that sorted. Look at me like I've got that kind of power. We'll get that sorted.
Mr. DAZN.
What about that guy? What's that guy that always sends stupid tweets? BT Sports guy. What's his name? Literally, he does the press conferences as well. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Can he not help you?
I did reach out to him once.
Yeah.
And nothing happened.
Oh, what?
So
You like that, yeah? You like that, yeah?
it's one of them.
Okay.
It's one of them.
All right, thinks he's too big now, yeah?
We moved.
We moved. We keep
keep it moving.
How crazy was this?
Talk to me about Misfits Boxing, because that press conference there with Deen the Great, is it Walid Shanks?
Yeah, Walid Sharks. Walid Sharks, who literally is right there. I knew it was. So I start the press conference by saying, I apologize in advance. Because I know someone's going to do something. And soon as Walid Sharks started throwing things at Deen the Great, I'm right next to Deen. I saw his face change.
Behind it, yeah.
I'm seeing his face, because Dean's quite chilled. He's like, you dig, you know, that kind of stuff. He started throwing stuff at him, and I was like, something's going to happen here. So I knew it was going to kick off. But I don't know, look, everyone loves it. All the YouTubers get their views. I guess if you're DAZN, you know that's going to trend. Everyone's going to tune in. And they're not even fighting each other.
But it's old beef, and it hasn't gone away.
They had a fight in Austin, Texas last year.
I missed that.
Where Walid Sharks put Deen the Great down 3 times. And it was like, I'm not joking. These two are actually, you know, everyone likes to, you know, have a dig at YouTube boxing. These two could turn pro. They're actually very, very good.
I've seen Deen.
Yeah, very good fighters. And they're like same weight, so competitive. They just don't like each other. And they're going to fight again. I wouldn't be surprised in a couple of years' time they fight in the pro ranks against each other. Because there's beef already there. Promoters like that kind of stuff.
But I'm not one of these that gets my phone out. I got my phone out, recording, probably on the stage, doing stuff I shouldn't even be doing.
I didn't even know what to do. I didn't know what to do. I just left the stage. I was like, what am I doing? Oh, I'm still on camera. So I had to start saying a few stuff, but because it escalated quick. It went from, okay, this will be over in 10 seconds to like, boom. I was like, okay, this is now very, very serious. But look, these are fighters. As much as people like to dig them, YouTube, no, they're fighters. They fight. And sometimes when there's animosity, the only way they know how to solve it is by swinging.
But it was off guard because we just had King Kenny and Raksu, and it was very cordial. So people kind of like mellowed down and we're like, okay, yeah. And then all of a sudden, literally from the floor straight through the ceiling. So everyone's like, what? Even the security was like, what is going? They were like,
did you see that big
crazy.
guy? The big guy.
Solo.
So Walid Sharks jumped over, and the big guy got him in midair and just threw him down. I was like, you're not supposed to do that. As a security guard, you're supposed to kind of usher him off. Screw guard wanting to fight. But no, look, these guys they've got a lot of energy. It's real energy as well. And it's funny because you're right, Ash Raksu, who's just there, and King Kenny are so nice and humble. We got footage of it.
I've got mine's on TikTok.
Wow.
Mine's on TikTok.
Has anyone got footage of me hiding? Anyone got footage? I hope no one's got that.
You've got perfect.
Oh, there I am. I'm cool. I'm quite cool. That.
Oh my days. That
Send
needs
it
to go
her.
up.
Send it to her.
That needs to
Have
go
you put
up.
Put it up. Security guard might lose his job. Maybe don't put it up. Maybe don't put it up. He might lose his job because that was a bit.
That's
Bit
See,
forceful.
that's it. Don't run off, King
Kenny.
Kenny.
King Kenny in the building.
Do not run off.
King Kenny, see, King Kenny's professional.
You know
He
what?
wouldn't do it.
Do you
King.
want to
Let
squeeze
me-
in?
let me
No,
get
you
out.
no,
King-
no, you
King's
get
here.
in.
No.
You gotta get in.
No.
I don't mind being in the middle of you two.
I don't know. Let me get.
Do you want to? And there's that lovely PT got high.
Coach Calvin.
Lovely. He's about
Coach
7
Calvin.
This is why I'm so
We,
fit.
we like Coach Calvin. I tried to get him to come on camera before, and he rejected me. He
Did you?
rejected me.
He
He gave
doesn't
me a
like it, he doesn't
strong
like it.
no.
He's shy.
The problem is,
maybe
if
he's
he comes
shy.
in here, the shot is too small.
Oh, yeah.
Because you can see, like, if you look at me and King Kenny, you can be like that, yeah. Like, you're gonna literally be there.
But yeah,
You,
man.
oh, you could get down a bit, couldn't you?
Easy. What kind of talk still?
Anyway,
Yeah, no. Then you can
look,
get down.
the tone is lowered.
Hey,
The
King,
tone is
How
lowered.
crazy was that?
What? Oh,
Yeah.
bro, that was good though. I can't wait till their rematch. Dean versus Walid. Yeah,
Degree versus Walid Shakes. Sharks pay-per-view. Pay-per-view.
that's a good build-up.
That's
man. Trust me.
what you need.
Yeah,
If
trust
you're the zone and the head of boxing for the zone is literally just there, you clip that up, you save it.
Hi, head of the zone.
Head of the zone, hi.
Do you want to follow my account, October Red Media? Yeah, I need sponsors. Are you good? Okay, another rejection. But anyway,
No, he's like that, but once you get a drink in him, he'll be okay. Get a drink in him, he'll be all right. But no, that was crazy. That was madness. Your one was so calm.
Yeah, I mean,
and civil and cordial.
There's no need for all that. I have nothing against him. It's literally just a competitive fight, and I just want to show that I'm the better fighter. It's simple as that.
He is like the professional consummate of misfits boxing, isn't he? He's like the pillar of.
You know the issue
hope.
is with King Kenny though is that he's so close to almost stepping away from this and having a real fight. Like when you watch him fight, I remember when I was watching him against Sensei.
you gotta squeeze
When I was
his
watching him
eye.
against Sensei, a lot of people were tweeting saying, "Oh, this is the real fight." So I don't know if King Kenny will stay in this for that long. You know, I'm thinking maybe a year, a couple more fights, and he might just go. Look at him.
He's plotting.
Nah, it's hard. It's hard. Obviously, a lot of people have asked me, would I want to go pro? But a lot of the professionals, they've been doing it since they're kids. You know, I'd have to be like very tactical in who I choose, kind of like what Jake was doing before he got in with a real boxer and then he got outboxed. So it's tough. I would consider it. Give me a few more years. Let me get my skills up, and then I'll think about it.
But the thing is that I don't know if people know that obviously King Kenny's older brother, Daley Perales, was a former fighter. He trains professional boxers. So King Kenny's sort of like already in that mix.
Yeah, exactly. We're always around killers. He's fighters. Martin, George, always giving me a beating. But I learned so quick because I'm around them. So it's good. It's a very good camp to be in.
Serious. We were at an event in Sheffield. He was working on the event because you know he can do everything in front of the mic, behind the mic.
Yeah.
And we went back to the hotel, and he was gonna have a fight a few months later. And he went back to the hotel, and you know me, I like a little bit of pizza. Remember? So I was like, "Go on, King, eat that pizza." He was like, "No, I'm fighting in 2 months." I'm like, 2 months? It's a slice. It's a slice of pizza. He's like, "No, I can't do that." I was like, "Okay, you're too serious for me."
But to be fair, you know, I had one slice, I think. But I was like, okay, no more after that.
I need you in my life. In fact, is it the coach? Is it the PT? Is he that strict?
It's just him.
I think it's just me, yeah. Because even him, he's like, bro, take some time, like eat something, man. Even on the weekends, but you know, I feel good when I eat good as well. Like when I eat healthy, I just feel good all the time.
Yeah,
So,
I know exactly what you're saying.
yeah.
What are you looking at for?
I know what you're pushing in the gym.
No,
You nearly made me choke on the mic then. I know what you're pushing in the gym. I've seen what you're pushing in the gym.
I got to go anyway. They're waiting for me. October.
Yes. Until the next time.
Tomorrow was fun. Yeah, see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
It was fun. So you,
Yeah.
Ashley Raksu, then. I know you said you got to see you later. I know you said you got to take him seriously. Even Daley said you got to take him seriously. And I don't know, it's like about not judging him on his last fight, because remember, obviously, he got totaled by, you know.
Yeah, by Anthony Taylor. Obviously not judging him by that, because he's had a few months since that fight. He's obviously improved. He could come in better. And essentially, we're just training for whatever he could bring our way. Obviously, he has a style of just being scrappy, dog. We've been sparring that, but we've also been sparring, you know, a variety of people, just in case if he has another look. Do you know what I mean? So I think it's going to be a very good fight. People are obviously saying, oh, he's a bum. I think what it is because I went in there with very experienced guys. People expect me to always fight that when they don't realize I haven't been fighting for that long. I'm fighting Ashley Raksu. We've been fighting the same time. So that's an even matchup to me in my eyes.
But like you said, the pressure's on you.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
feel like the pressure's on you
Yeah,
because of the
definitely.
comments on YouTube. How important is that going to be for you to not switch off for a split second?
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
what your brother's like anyway, but
We won't be sort of switched off at any second because that's how anything can happen. Do you know what I mean? You need to stay switched on from the start of the fight, and if it ends, goes the distance, always switched on, and you know it might end quicker. Who knows? We'll see. We'll see.
well, he's on about some. What did he say?
I think he just said that in the heat of the moment because he was waffling. He was like, "Yeah, Kenny's gonna come out, jab, outbox me, round 4, bang, he's gonna knock me out of nowhere." He doesn't understand. I'm always gonna be switched on every single round. He won't be able to knock me out. There's no way.
When you look at this, and like I said, I never say overlook opponents, but when you look at who you want, like you've seen what Deji's done. I mean, to think that Deji went in with Floyd Mayweather it's still insane to me. It doesn't. I know that Floyd's doing all the exhibition stuff. He had Aaron Chalmers, but it's still crazy. When it comes to like the crossover boxing, where do you see yourself going?
That's a good question. I want to eventually fight people, you know, like Tyron Woodley.
Okay.
I want to go that route and just to like really show my skills against people that used to fight. Go down the Jake route because I think
Okay.
fighting professional boxers when you've started late is tough, man. If they've been doing it for so long, do you know what I mean? I want to fight similar to the route Jake Paul was doing. I think that would suit me. But fighting young, hungry professional boxers, we saw what happened to Jake. Once you step in there with someone who knows what they're doing, it's tough.
But is Jake having the sparring and the training that you've been having in your gym? I understand
That's
what you're
true.
saying.
That's
but
true. That's
he's
true.
fought, like you said, the ones that are over the hill. I think, was it Mams that said it, that he's fighting 47-year-olds and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But who is he training with? Because you are in the gym with a professional boxing trainer
Yeah.
and fighting professionals. You're not doing like crossover boxing when you're in the gym.
Exactly, yeah. We're training like professional
That's what I'm
boxers.
saying.
I think that's why my fundamentals are always there. They're clean, crisp. But whereas you watch the fight, right? He was jabbing from down here, just relying on the overhand. There was no different. There was no variety. He was just trying to swing. It was a scrap from Jake. And for someone who's been boxing for 5 years, it made me think, what the hell have they been doing in the gym when I've been doing it for like just 2 years?
Yeah.
It's like how has he not just got the basics down yet?
We talk about those basics, but like you said, he went up against a professional boxer. But the feedback on the internet, the feedback from the interviews, from those in the professional game have said that they see them as both novices.
Yeah.
Now that is a really big knock to
Yeah.
Tommy because Tommy's a pro boxer. So to have someone say that, like you and Jake Paul are on the same level.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know much about Tommy Fury. I haven't seen much of him fight. All I know is that he's Tyson Fury's brother, so he has to live up to the name of being an amazing boxer. But in terms of skill, I don't know much about him to judge him. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, there's probably a reason why a lot of professional boxers are saying, "Vamos!" There's probably a reason why professional boxers are saying he's never going to reach world level because he probably just is not good enough. But in the crossover world, the levels is
There's a
different.
place for
Yeah,
him.
there's a place for him. Do you know what I mean? So.
And that's what we love about it. But one thing I will say, I know you said, you guys were cordial or whatever, but there was still a bit of banter in there. What I will say about the Misfits, about the crossover boxing, is that you YouTubers would bring that character, that energy, that personality to the stage. And I will say, I think that's something that's missing from traditional boxing. I'm not saying traditional boxers are supposed to be clowns. I'm not saying that. And I'm not insulting what you guys do, but there's something about that energy that you bring.
Yeah. Even just today, watching the press conference, I just found myself laughing all the time. It's very different from professional boxing press conference. Everyone is pretty much like me and Ashley, like just serious, ready, like we're just game. Whereas here it was a lot of laughs.
Oh, yeah.
It's good. It's nice to have like a balance. Do you know what I mean? It's nice.
We'll see what happens. My crazy idea is to start putting 1 or 2 professional bouts in with the Misfits to mix it up. I don't know. What do you think?
No, that would be good. So
Not like Misfits, not you guys fighting the professionals,
no,
but
as in,
literally
having a professional fight on a 2 professional. Yeah, I think that would be because then
it brings more eyes to them.
exactly the YouTube audience that we're bringing, they're looking at proper boxing
Yeah.
and seeing, oh wow, this is what it's all about.
Absolutely.
They're going to look up those fighters. Do you know what I mean? And then there's more eyes for them. I think that should happen. I think the last time that happened was KSI versus Logan 2 in LA, where they had Devin Haney, they had Billy Joe Saunders. Even me, I found myself, that's when I was watching Devin Haney, I was like, right, he's very technical. I found out a lot about boxers, that night. So it's good to mix it up. I think it's a good idea.
And that is the thing about boxing. There's room for all of you to eat. You guys tend to stay in your own lane, but I think there's nothing wrong with mixing it up anyway. Hopefully that happens in the future, but for now, it's King Kenny versus Raksu.
Yeah, coming this Saturday. Make sure you tune in. It's going to be a brilliant, amazing, gritty fight.
Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. All the best, and I'll see you post-fight. King Kenny with October Red Boxing.
Take care.
Hi, and thank you for watching October Red Boxing. Like, subscribe, and tap the bell for notifications. You can also find us on Instagram at October Red Boxing and on Twitter, October Red UK. And remember, at October Red, we stay ready.